I'm back with another makeup travel bag video, except for this one is going to be for the dry and the cold weather. This one will probably be a little bit less minimal than my hot, dry, heat makeup travel bag. I don't know about you guys, but in the summer, I just feel like I need less makeup. My skin has a little bit more color. It just looks better. It's a little bit healthier. So I don't feel like I need to put that many products on. In the winter, I do tend to wear a little bit more makeup. I'm not going to go crazy or anything. It'll all fit into this small makeup bag, but it'll just be a little bit less minimal than my previous travel makeup bag video. So maybe you live in a super cold, dry climate, or maybe you're just going on holiday somewhere. So we're talking about places like Calgary, which is where I live, or maybe you're going to Denver or Alaska, or maybe winter in Montana or Switzerland, anywhere that just has that super dry and super cold climate. So I'm going to talk about the best makeup products to bring with you to keep your skin looking very healthy and dewy and hydrated. And I'll show you footage, of course, of me applying the products so that you can see exactly how each one looks, how it works, and how they work together. If you haven't seen my minimal makeup travel bag video for dry, hot places, I will link that right up here so you can check that out. My name's Karina if you haven't been to my channel before. If you're new, welcome. All of my looks are focused more on the natural side of things, so if you like that kind of makeup, check out the rest of my content. Let's get into it. I just have a few skincare products I want to talk about, and then we'll get right into the makeup. The first one I would bring is my Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I'm sure you've heard of this before. It just works so well. I use it every single night, and it is winter and it's dry in Calgary, and this truly works. If I have dry and cracked lips, I lather this on at night and I wake up with actually moisturized lips. So I really love this, and if I was going anywhere dry or cold, I would put this into my bag. Now you won't see me applying SPF in this video just because it's evening here and I'm not actually going out into the daylight or the sun. But if I was gonna bring a product for a very dry and cold climate, I would bring my Supergoop Glow Screen. Supergoop obviously makes a ton of different sunscreens, all with a bit of a different formula. I personally love this one because it is so glowy. You'll see it on my hand there. It's just very light reflective, so it'll keep your makeup looking very healthy and dewy. If you have super oily skin, and maybe it would be a little bit too much for you. If you have dry skin, you're gonna love this stuff. And if you have dry skin and you're going into a dry climate, you're gonna love it even more. Couple things you can do to really combat that dryness in those cold climates and make your makeup look really nice. Make sure you moisturize right after you step out of the shower. So right when your skin is a little bit damp, throw on a bunch of moisturizer and just let it sink in. Another thing you could do is use a very hydrating priming oil or priming makeup product. This is actually the first time that I've used this product. It's the Glowy Makeup Serum by Laneige. I heard good things about it, and I've got to say it is very hydrating. My skin can take a lot because it is dry, but after putting this on, I actually really had to powder. This is so hydrating, so I'm a huge fan. I'll use it a few more times and let you know what I think, but right now I love it. I feel super hydrated. My makeup went on very beautifully and laid on top very beautifully. So bringing something like this in your bag just to kind of help your makeup look more fresh and dewy is a really good idea. For foundation, I chose the Giorgio Armani Neo Nude True to Skin Natural Glow Foundation. I picked this for a couple of reasons. One, it's in a very small, very easy travel size tube. And secondly, it is a very hydrating, kind of glowy, dewy product. So I just know it's not going to dry my skin out. It's also not too heavy, so it's not going to sink into any dryness or dry patches or cracks that I might have on my skin. So I think this is a really good choice. For your under eyes and your brows, you can just use whatever you want or whatever works for you. You will see me using the Bobbi Brown color corrector just because my under eyes are pretty dark. And then I'm just using the MAC concealer, the Studio Fix 24-hour smooth wear concealer. You see me use it in almost all of my videos lately because it's probably my favorite concealer right now. And for my brows, I'm just using the Anastasia products. So I have the Brow Wiz just to fill in any sparse areas. And then I'm just brushing it up with her Brow Freeze, which is another phenomenal product. Those are really small too, so they'll fit easily in my makeup pouch. Now, when I'm thinking dry and cold, I'm definitely loading my makeup kit with basically all creams. So I'm skipping the powder bronzers and the powder blushes and the powder highlights, and I'm just switching it all to a cream or a liquid. So So I'm just using the Fenty Beauty Macchiato Freestyle Cream Bronzer just to quickly kind of warm up my skin, and it just kind of helps to keep that skin looking hydrated and glowy. This is a really nice bronzer if you haven't tried it, or if you haven't tried cream bronzers at all, then definitely give them a shot because they are beautiful. So for blush and highlighter, and I'm really happy with how they turned out, I just decided to mix the two products together. I'm using this liquid highlight by Danessa Myricks called Vision Flush. It's in the shade Tiara, and it's just like a champagne goldy liquid highlighter. And then I'm gonna take the Rare Beauty blush. This one is in the shade Love, and I think these are supposed to be her matte blushes. And I'm just gonna mix those products together to create my own kind of dewy, highlighty glow to my cheek. And it worked out really, really well. The highlight just kind of pulls through that blush, and it just looks super natural and dewy and healthy and highlighted, but not kind of that obvious like strobing highlight. So I really liked that combination. Of course, an alternative is to just bring a cream blush that is already kind of has that glossy or dewy finish, and then you don't have to bring a highlighter, or you can bring a highlighter if you do want more of that kind of glow on the top of your cheekbones. And then for my lips, I like to keep it very easy. I'm just taking that same combination of products, the highlight and the blush mixed together, and dabbing it onto my lips. And I think it looks really pretty. It matches my cheeks perfectly, so that kind of takes out any guesswork. And it also just saves you room for when you're trying to pack things. But like in my last video, I want to give you one more option just if you're going out and you want to do something a little bit more bold. I chose another red, but this time is kind of more like a burnt orange red, and I think it would look really nice in a wintry or snowy or colder climate. Obviously you can choose whatever lip product that you want, but another really good idea if you are going to use a matte or a satin lipstick or anything that's just a little bit more bold is to use a lip primer. I don't really see people talking about this very often, but when I used to work at MAC, they had this product called MAC Prep and Prime, and I looked to make sure they still have it, and they still sell it, and they do. It's a really cool product because it'll keep your lips very hydrated. It'll also prime them to help that lipstick stay on your lips and last longer. And it also kind of just fills in all the lines in your lips to like plump them out so they're not as liney or like creasy looking. I love this especially for under liquid lipsticks because liquid lipsticks are so dry. This Prep and Prime product is beautiful under those, but you can wear it under any lipstick. And especially if you're going somewhere cold and dry, you definitely want to keep your lips hydrated and comfortable. And then lastly, just to kind of finish everything off, you can just get like a traveling makeup setting spray. This is really nice to have in your bag or your purse so that you can kind of just spritz your face throughout the day because it will dry out in those harsher, colder, drier climates. So it's nice to just have something with you that you can spruce up your makeup with or just keep your face hydrated all day long. So all of those things fit into this little makeup kit. I couldn't tell you where to get this exact one, but you can see it's pretty small and it's just easy to throw into a suitcase. It's not necessarily minimal like my other makeup bags have been, but I don't think it's a crazy amount of products for travel either, considering the fact that I put my SPF and my lip sleeping mask and the priming oil all in here as well. Thanks so much for watching my video. It definitely means a lot to me. I'm still going to continue this series with the makeup travel bag videos. I'm thinking my next one will probably be for a hot but humid climate, so you'd need a whole other set of makeup products to keep your makeup lasting all day. If you're not subbed to my channel, definitely check out the rest of my content, especially if you're into that more natural, classy, simple kind of makeup, then I think you'll really like it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.